Hello, welcome back to another market open live stream. Well, folks, we've got more red in the market, a crazy deal from Microsoft, and some fears that maybe the rotation to banks is a little overblown, and that, you know what, the entire market might just be in a little bit of a value reset. I mean, consider this. Goldman just this morning had earnings again that reiterated what we saw with banks last week at Citi and JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, that expenses are up. It's more expensive to hire talent right now. That trading volatility has substantially reduced, leading to less revenues for banks. And now all of a sudden there are doubts of people rotating into banks as we go into a higher yield environment. At the same time as now you have doubts of maybe rotating into the banks, tech continues to sell down. And this happens as we see yields spiking to some of the highest places or highest numbers we've seen yields spike to in the last few weeks. Take a look at this. We've got the 10-year jumping all the way up to 1.823, one of the largest jumps here we've seen in a bit. Yesterday, we did hit as high as 1.85 once bond trading opened up again. This led the NASDAQ futures to drop as much as 1.8%. Right now, they're down about 1.45%. But what's actually, in my opinion, kind of fascinating about this is tech stocks aren't down that terribly much right now. Definitely, there's a lot of red. We'll go ahead and look at all of these here in the pre-market. So let's see what we got. We've got. All right, here we go. So we've got some cannabis. We got cannabis over here, Clever Leaf down about 8.33. But when we even got Alibaba down 4.28%. A lot of folks have been investing and betting on Alibaba, that maybe Alibaba would be immune here. But when we really start getting into tech, we go past Airbnb here down 3.66%. Go past maybe the smaller cap insurtechs like Root, go past the crypto miners, and we really want to start looking at tech here. What do we got? Arrival, Nano Dimension, fintech like SoFi down 2 to 3% here. Lucid down 2.7%, Rivian down 2.7%, Autodesk down 2.7%. You've got Upwork over here at 2.44%. What's interesting about that is tech's not down that bad anymore. I mean, 2% on Cloudflare on days where we've seen the treasury yield spike like this. We've seen Cloudflare down 7-8%. Now it's down to $98. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a far cry from the $210 that it ran up to, but boy, oh boy, you're not actually seeing that much extended pain despite treasury yields jumping to where they are here. Really, Tesla down 2.25%, but still above 1025. Enphase down 2%, sitting right around that 140 level. Affirm down 2%. And that's the extreme side of the tech sell down. We jump on over to so in other words, I guess before we jump on over to the positive here, it's almost kind of like saying, yeah, treasury yields jumped a lot. Yeah, NASDAQ futures are down and tech's down, but actually not that bad. It's almost kind of like, wait, it's actually kind of holding up a little bit. And some of that could be because of the flight to banks has turned into a, whoa, wait a minute, not so fast. Maybe we don't necessarily want to jump over to banks. Maybe tech is still a place to be. But anyway, worth taking a peek over at Activision. Massive deal announced by Microsoft to buy Activision, which is really incredible because one of the things that you notice when companies start selling down or drawing down is they become targets for buyouts. Which is pretty incredible because Activision Blizzard has been caught up in this sexual harassment scandal. The thing over the past year is down 29%. It is down substantially from its peak pandemic pricing at $103. It's down 37% from $103 peak pandemic pricing there on February 12th. And down substantially, again, over the past year, down about 27%. And now in pre-market, as you can see here, is up about 35% on news of Microsoft buying Activision for $95 per share. That's pretty incredible. And it begs the question of, with how inexpensive certain companies are getting, is it possible that we could see some of these smaller caps get bid up as well, or bought up? I mean, let's go over here to the small cap companies and just consider the fact that, a company like Shift Technologies for $213 million could, in theory, easily be bought up by something like Carvana, or even Vroom. I mean, we throw Carvana in here, and let's go ahead and look at Carvana. Here, I'll just type it in really quick. Carvana is a $27 billion company. That means for less than 1% of their market cap, they could buy Shift Technologies. Vroom is worth about 5x Shift Technologies. It's quite incredible. So when you do see prices come down so much, frequently you do get more mergers and acquisitions, because it's kind of like a good time to go shopping. It's a great buy the dip method. It's a way of companies expressing enthusiasm over the discounts, and it looks good on them reputation wise. When you spend money on buying the dip as a massive company, it's a wonderful thing during fear to take advantage of cheaper pricing in the stock market. I mean, even just recently here, if we go to Blizz, let's see here, Activision. If we go to, let's take a look at just the past day chart here. But sometimes I do wonder if some of like there were a bunch of leaks and people already knew this announcement was coming. But I mean, if you look at the chart here, I mean, we've obviously gone down substantially over the last 6 months of 2021. Little bit of a December rebound here. Kind of incredible that there was a December rebound, despite the fact that in December most things were selling down. And it still got a little bit of a drop back here, but sometimes it does make you wonder, like, who knew about this announcement before this actually happened? So, hey, you never know. Never know. But NEO down 2.1%. So the slowdown in China is, as usual, the big question mark. How much is the slowdown in China going to affect the Chinese consumer, and therefore Alibaba, NEO, XPEV, Xpeng Motors? So we'll see. All right, so then we've got, let's see, Peloton. Let's see. Peloton discussed job cuts in call with management team. Peloton hires McKinsey. Who's McKinsey? Peloton to review cost structure. Cycle maker may cut jobs and close stores. That's not good. Hold on a sec. Let's take a look at this here. So, oh yeah, there's a lot going on over here at Peloton. Hold on a second here. Okay, Peloton is working with a management consulting group, McKinsey, okay, to review its cost structure and potentially eliminate some jobs. Job cuts were discussed in a recent call with members of Peloton's management team. The apparel division, which had particularly weak sales, was one area that could be targeted. Okay, who remembers on the live stream like 4 months ago, Peloton, and this was back when Peloton stock ran from like $110 to I think $125 or something like that. The Peloton brand came out with this announcement that they were releasing their shirts and apparel or whatever. And we looked at their website, and I'm thinking to myself, this is stupid. Like, some of the stuff looked nice, don't get me wrong, and I remember saying that on the live stream, but I'm like, this should not be their focus. Merchandise is not the focus of Peloton. Like, get your product out the door, not the merch. I was very unhappy with the apparel division, and so it doesn't surprise me that they had particularly weak sales. This is the quote here. The company apparently doesn't disclose its apparel sales either. Peloton is also considering asking employees at its retail stores to take customer service calls during less busy times. Oh my gosh. That's quite odd. Okay. So the salespeople who are standing at in the outlet malls or the malls or whatever should start dialing in and doing customer service. That's interesting. At one point, a Peloton executive on the call said that 15 stores are on the cut line. They had 123 showrooms as of June 30th. Wow. Morale is at an all-time low, said one employee. Yeah, that's one of the downsides, honestly, of going public in general, is that if your stock plummets, all your employees get sad. Let's see. Oh, this is an interesting one. At the end of the month, Peloton will begin tacking on hundreds of dollars in fees for delivery and assembly, citing historic levels of inflation and heightened supply chain costs. Previously, these fees were included in the price of the bike. Right now, people are raising prices. IKEA just raised prices. We want to go in the middle of the pack. That's the chief marketing officer. That's not going to work. IKEA, you can raise pricing at IKEA because IKEA has been refusing to raise pricing. IKEA's management team, and IKEA's not even a public company, but they've been very clear about this. IKEA's management team has been doing everything they can to actually lower margins and absorb the costs of these insane supply chains. So if anything, you've got a company in IKEA that's been trying to keep prices purposefully low and to some degree artificially low. So to compare yourself to IKEA, a company that's been keeping prices artificially low, and suggesting that, wow, we're going to raise the prices of the bikes by a couple $100 by charging for the assembly. This is going to hurt y'all more. Let's be real. The product's too freaking expensive. Look, one of the things that I did early in this pandemic, because I was an early investor in Peloton during the pandemic, because the thing fell to from $27 where it previously was to like $19, was dirt cheap. And I invested in the stock right around probably around $26 because it went down from 27 to like 19 and started rebounding, and saw it as a stay-at-home play. So invested quite a bit, 27 and on the way up. And I bought a Peloton, but I also, and this was critical in my opinion, I also bought a workout bike from some random Chinese company off Amazon. And one of the things that drove me absolutely nuts about the Peloton was there was no way for me to put my iPad on the Peloton in a convenient way. So I would have to hold it because there's no like rack for it. The little cheap bike, which didn't have any electronics to it, like you would just pedal against the resistance of it. It was great, and I actually loved it more because I put my iPad on it. It was great. But anyway, that was one of the things that ended up leading me to trade Peloton when we started seeing their prices come down and some of their social media cues plummet. But pricing power is not something, in my opinion, that Peloton has. So raising the price is probably not the smartest thing right now. Anyway, so yeah, doesn't surprise me that there's some pain with that. Anyway, okay, well, wow, that's interesting Peloton news. So I wonder how their stock is actually performing right now. So let's see, Peloton. It's only down 1.56% right now, but then again, this is all-time lows. Well, since the pandemic, really, it's at 30.35. Okay, so gosh, you're basically at like almost a zero from pandemic lows. All right, let's see some of the other things that the suits are talking about, and we'll look at some more of the sticks here. So security is fragile in the world of cheap drones. Yeah, no kidding. Talk about that attack on the oil refinery facility with a cheap drone. And it's probably not that hard to attach a little explosive to one of these things. It's sad. Okay, let's see here. Inflation has upset the pandemic playbook. It's been a pretty nasty overnight session in the U.S. As investors prepare themselves for the week. As of now, this simply represents pricing in tighter policy, not necessarily policy error. To the effect on equities has been pretty predictable. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see here. Tech is set for tough times ahead again in Europe. Let's see. Olympus Dow shows a good meme isn't good enough. What is this? One of the core ideas in crypto is the power of the meme, from Doge to apes to digital gold. We're in the golden era of meme monetization. over the past several days, we've seen the implosion of the Olympus DAO, a project that may, let's see, the number, that's interesting. Okay, I'll keep an eye on that and see what's going on there. Anyway, then we've got front end. Okay, that's a little bit more on bonds here. Gold's trouble is doubled in silver. If gold's about to get thumped, silver's going to get destroyed, is a note here. Interesting. Treasury slump. A lot of buzz about oil potentially going back to 100. We had that that fear earlier, within the last 6 months as well, and then it ended up hitting this resistance at about 85. But it's getting ready to go over 90 here. It's European time. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see what other quick news I have here. More downside. No, okay, that's more of a reiteration. Okay, so a lot of talk too from the airlines about delaying 5G rollout, about how 5G could create a lot of disruption in the airline airspace. It'd be interesting to talk to some pilots about that, if that's just a bunch of FUD or not. I don't know. Oh, this is one of the best comments right here. Look at this. Consumers have less firepower. Supply chains are not getting better, and they're about to release a new variant. Oh, it's like you're waiting for your new Tesla update, except it's the government releasing a new variant. That's a good one. 5G's. Yeah, no, I've heard a lot of the skepticism about about radiation from 5G, but its impacts on planes, I think, is very interesting. So we'll see. All right, so what do we got here? Sorting by market cap. We have a lot of red on the market cap side. Look at this. This right here is sorted by market cap, and I'm going to hide myself for a second here. Look at this, folks. The pain is now hitting the larger caps. All of the larger caps here, with the exception of Visa, up 0.4%, are red. Let's go ahead and just sort by smaller caps here for a moment. Also, pretty much all red. So where's the green? Oh, that's right. There isn't any. There's extremely little green right now. When you sort. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's crazy. It's pages and pages of red, but we do have about one page of green, and that's mostly thanks to Blizzard here. Oh my gosh, DWAC is at $72. That's incredible. And Vinco Ventures. Yes, we can take a peek and see what's going on over there. Yeah, let's see what we got. So be big. Let's see what B-Big's got for us today. All right. Yeah, VIX is green. Gotta love it. All right, so Vinco Ventures set to extend 76% rally as traders flock. No. DWAC rises most in stock twits. Okay, well, that's nothing other than momentum, but apparently the momentum's working. And Roblox up 2.4%. It's going to be worth taking a peek at, seeing what we got here with Roblox, with the exception of Nancy Pelosi's husband buying options in Roblox for September of 2022 at $100. Given that it's now at $81, that makes you feel like you can get a better deal with Nancy Pelosi's husband. Video game stocks surge on Microsoft deal. Ah, really? Okay, that's interesting. That you'd get Roblox basically sympathy moving for Activision Blizzard. Just a little insight on the video game industries. Let's see if this is actually going to populate. All right, here we go. Key investment discussions, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Digital. Okay. TripAdvisor Dash. No. Not really much of an update there. Okay. Fine then. So let's see what else we have. Let's jump on back over to the sticks. What's everyone buying? Yeah, let's see here. What is there to buy? Well, a lot of things are on sale right now. You've got, look at this, AMC sitting under $20 right now. That's incredible. Alibaba 126. Alibaba, darn Chinese stocks. There's so much excitement about potentially a rebound here. Look at the Alibaba's chart. Rebounding very nicely from about 108. Has had phenomenal momentum here. In fact, we can even kill the average candlesticks and still see a very nice uptrend here. Last couple days, though, beginning rotation to the downside. Let's see. Okay. Smile Direct Club, another 4% on this one. Ouch. Airbnb 3.81. There's got to be news on Airbnb beyond just Omicron news. Let's go ahead and look at Airbnb to see what we have over here. All right. Faraday's cage for 5G. Yeah. Airbnb. So Faraday's cage is a phenomenon of losing service when you're surrounded by metal, or being protected from electricity when you're surrounded by metal, which is kind of like totally ironic. But anyway, you can put your phone in a microwave, don't turn it on, and test Faraday's cage for yourself. Okay, so Airbnb downgraded to hold from buy at Gordon Haskett. Downgrade. Price target cut to $172 from $216. Airbnb seen hurting from Omicron and increased competition. Interesting. It is really that much competition to Airbnb. Maybe from the hotels. I always thought the hotels would really get in to more of an Airbnb style model, but then I guess that's really just renting a hotel. I do want to understand a little bit more about the 5G rollout here. Trade Association representing major airlines asked Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to prevent wireless carriers from implementing 5G services close to airports. Airlines for America warned in a letter Monday that the traveling and shipping public could see catastrophic disruptions if new C-band frequencies were put into service within 2 miles of where aircrafts fly. The association said it was willing to work with the government and carriers to find a mutually agreeable solution. Interfere with instruments that measure an aircraft's altitude. Well, that's not good. You gotta have the altimeter working, otherwise you got big problems on planes. Geez, I'm surprised, but okay. Chief, let's see here. There had been very little transparency until recently in the data behind the decision to roll out 5G near airports. FAA granted approval Sunday that will allow some jetliners to operate within zones where new 5G wireless had been used. The decision permits landings during low visibility of as many as 48 of 88 U.S. airports with equipment for such arrivals. I wonder if this has to do with their autopilot systems. 3.5 gigahertz C-band. Interesting. All right. Well, some form of frequency mismatch there. All right. Let's see here. Oh, and I do want to see how pre-markets are moving here again. So let's go on over to CNBC. Yeah, here we go. So NASDAQ still down the worst, down 1.48. Let's look at oil. Ooh, Brent's almost $90 now. So pushing higher than what we've seen about 6 months ago. In fact, can they give us a chart over here? Let's see here. Okay, never mind. CNBC does not want to load. No problem then. Oh, there we go. All right, slow load. So here's the 1-year chart. Yeah, this is what I remember here in October when we ran to about that 85 level. We've now eclipsed that, but look how quickly oil can drop. Although really, this right here, folks, this was the Omicron right here. So we were on an uptrend, but Omicron was really what put the brakes on, the sharp brakes on this. And we've only been recovering as Omicron has become less scary or fearful. Let's jump on quickly to NYT and see what we got here. Omicron may be peaking in parts of the U.S., but hospitals are still strained. Yeah, the peaking in the U.S. is really oh darn, I gotta log in again. Is really what is so exciting about COVID hopefully coming to an eventual end here, and or COVID just becoming endemic, where it becomes another form of a essentially cold virus. Hopefully that would be the best case scenario end for Omicron or just COVID in general. So remember, and I know it's weird, but remember that the human coronavirus, which is different from the SARS-CoV-2 COVID virus, but has similarities, that 4 strains of the human coronavirus are actually what cause most of our common colds. Pretty wild. Anyway, and hey, we don't have we never got a vaccine against the common cold. You know, if you think about it, it's kind of weird, but it's also true. It's the only thing you get is a flu shot that's like 40 to 50% effective once a year, and it's only for flu season too. It's not like you end up getting a 4 or 5 different booster shots all year round to perpetually stay protected. Anyway. All right, so North Korea says it tested 2 tactical guided missiles. Stock set for cautious. Okay, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. At this point, sell-off in stocks and crypto has really just been, in my opinion, this wonderful and continued opportunity to buy, and so we'll go shopping again today, probably tomorrow as well. So there are just some wonderful, wonderful prices. And really, I think one of the things to do is compare to the May levels of pain that we've seen. So if we go over here to the day chart, for example, you're really just revisiting the lows of, well, this is May right here. We actually did on end phase, for example, hit some of these lows in October. But May lows, we got to about 120 in May. Just really peak pain over here. I remember buying it for $120 and then running out of cash again in May, because in May I also went into margin buying the dip, but I ran out at about 120 and it fell to 108, and I'm like, but it was a great time to buy. Certainly way better time to buy than when all the euphoria was here and everybody wanted to buy stocks. But yeah, I really believe comparing back to May is a wonderful opportunity. I mean, but then again, look at the pain you had on Roku. Roku, you went over here to my goodness, 290. The thing's at 160 right now, substantially lower. Charge point, oh my gosh, we're under $15 now. We've always bounced off about 1970 on charge point. Gee whiz, some real rotations here. DocuSign back to $130 despite its low of about 179 in May. So we are substantially past prior lows. I mean, here was your May low at about 1750 on Palantir, now sitting at under $16. Wow. Absolutely incredible. Solar Edge. I wonder if we got similar. Come here. Stop it. There we go. Solar Edge. Solar Edge higher than its May pricing, 203, sitting at about 256 now. All right, let's go ahead and get the belt.
Yeah, I think that's important, because I'm not saying they're two-faced at all, Carl. I am saying that there's a soft touch here. Yes, you should be caring about it. Yes, it's part of capitalism. But it doesn't take the next step, which is that you should divest. The divestiture is mentioned. But Carl, he's not saying that. And if you want to know what gets this thing going, you just say, listen.
Folks, you got to be happy about that, okay? Look at all that red, okay? If you were buying stocks and you're like, no, man, my portfolio's going down. This sucks, man. Come on, man. Everything's going down. Like, it's not you. It's them. It's really incredible. I mean, it's everything. So, and when it's just everything, like this is when just fear gets perpetually worse, and it's buy time. It's shopping time. Look at this. S&P 500 pushing red at the open here. Where's Tesla? What's Tesla doing? Etsy, a little red at the open. Tesla actually trying to go green at the open. Cardano down 7.41% after rallying over the weekend. Trade Desk rotating down $72 now. Oh my gosh, Cloudflare drops at the start. It was 25 minutes ago-ish that I said, oh wow, rates up this much and Cloudflare's only down 2%. And then the market must have been like, you're right, Kevin. Let's fix that. 5%. It's ridiculous. I mean, Palantir here as well. Trade Desk here as well. 4.66. Ugh. Dirty. How could you do that? How could the Rob of the Hood continue to go down like this? The Rob, I can't even click the dot. Look at that. The hood of the Rob just continues. It's robbing. It's dirty. You can't escape the robbery. Activision Blizzard dropping from its pre-market high of about 37%, now only up 31%. DWAC actually up 355 at the open. DWAC doing well. Blink charging up 1.1. Not much green though. Almost everything red, and unfortunately looking like it's rotating down. Rivian down 4.31. If we go ahead and throw in a Lucid peak here, Lucid down 5%. All of a sudden, red candle sticking there right at the open. Tesla rotating right back to red. How's Baba? Yeah, rough open here. Baba's trying to recover. Down 3.6%. Getting a little bit of green candlestick. SoFi. Oh my gosh. SoFi's at 1272. Oh, Affirm is at 666. Not to be confused with 666. No, $66.60. ARK. Oh my gosh. ARK is under $80. We're going to change ARK to archaic. No, bad joke. NASDAQ down 1.71%. Blend Labs. Oh, yeah. GGPI 1130. PayPal. Oh, gosh. It's all red. It's all dirty. Oh, my gosh. Matterport is actually positive. Oh, my gosh. Matterport's up 0.75%. That's it. That's crazy. I wonder if that's because of the Activision buyout and maybe some thoughts that Matterport could potentially get acquired as a metaverse play. I mean, think about it. Entirely possible. It's gotten so cheap. So cheap. Great company. All right. So, Payne, welcome back. Let's go to take a look at cryptos here. So, Bitcoin at a low on the 30-minute chart here. We go to the day chart. It looks like, if anything, we did nothing over the 3-day weekend. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. Yeah, look at that. So 3-day weekend started here Friday afternoonish, and it's pretty much been straight down over the 3-day weekend. That's kind of boring. That's no fun. I think the ARK has sprung a leak. Oh, dirty. Ouch. Yikes. Ay. You know it's bad when Amazon is down 2 and a bit. Look at that, 2.6% on Amazon, 2.6% on Google. Now you're finally getting the megas to rotate down. Yikes. Let's sort by market cap here. Oh, whoa. All of them are red. I mean, even Home Depot is down 2.8%. I think it's just bank earnings. Bank earnings are like, yep, nope. Don't you think there's going to be any safety in non-tech? Everything's going down. The entire ship is going down. We're going to zero. That's always the fear when the market rotates down. Everything's going to zero. Tesla's going to zero. Apple's going to zero. You know, technically, if things went to zero, so they usually stop at a penny. But technically, if they went to zero, that would mean you got wiped out. And even if it all rebounded infinite percent, you'd have nothing. But that's okay. Usually, there's a hard stop at a penny. Your shares got to be worth at least something. That way, there's always still hope. Oh, it's bad. Yeah. So okay, well, continued rotation down here. It's almost like the cryptos started accelerating with the bell here. 5-minute chart right here. Yeah, a little bit of an acceleration there on a decline as the market opened for stocks. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, the stock market wasn't doing that badly, and all of a sudden it went back to doing badly. In fact, if we go over here to the covers, oh yeah, look at this. So we've definitely rotated down more. This is still not updated from Friday right here, the Rust 2000. So don't think that one's green. It's going to be red. But anyway, NASDAQ almost down a full 2%, as the S&P is down and Dow are both down about 1.5%. Yeah, gotta price that FUD in. The FUD of the Fed. So yeah, if you're wondering how low something can go, the answer is 1 penny, as we've just discussed. All right, so let's see here. So we talked about Activision. I honestly love that it's $69 billion. Like these guys got some humor, guys and gals, whoever's running the show over there. You know what's even more crazy is they're buying the company that's tied up in the crazy sexual misconduct allegations for $69 billion. Like, is this real? Did I just wake up in the metaverse or something where children have taken over? You buy the company with sexual allegations and that has been selling off for sexual misconduct allegations for $69 billion. They're trolling us. They're literally trolling us. Oh my gosh. Just yeah. Okay. So let's see here. Might finally buy Kevin's courses with the last dollars left to your names. You know, just this weekend, I was spending quite a bit of time recording for the new Path course. It's really fun. I wasn't expecting to like it so much, but we've got just hundreds of submissions of scenarios from y'all, and it's really interesting to see the diversity of all those of you watching. I mean, so many scenarios from people in there, and this was unexpected. I mean, I was expecting lots of scenarios from people like between 18 and 45, which there are many of, but so many scenarios from people who are 52, 65, close to retirement. It's really incredible. So phenomenal scenarios that we're going through. That's in the Path course. That's in pre-sale right now, and that comes out at the end of the month, which is really cool. The price doubles once that comes out. But anyway, BlackRock CEO says stakeholder capitalism isn't woke. Ooh, yeah, gotta defend capitalism from the lefties. Oh no, be careful. Shipping companies. This was interesting. Although it's gonna make me log in again. Of course it is. All right, let me get logged in here. I think the problem is, oops, Definitely pushed the wrong button there. The problem is I'm on Chrome today instead of Safari. Yeah, that is what the problem is. Whatever. We'll come back to that. It's not so important. All right, fine then. So, wow, just pure pain. Okay, let's see what the biggest losers are right now. So Activision's not holding on to that 38% that it had. Volatility is up at 21%. Vinco and Dwack moving on momentum. Not much green. If anything, we've actually now we now have less green. So we've lost more green in the market here. Wow, that's incredible. Buy the Stocks and Psychology of Money course. It's a gun. Oh, that's awesome. Where do you submit? Well, when you sign up for the Path course, that's when you submit a scenario. Not everybody gets I'm using them as templates for making sure I address as many scenarios as possible. It's not like it's supposed to be a personal financial advice review. It's not that at all. It's I'm trying to choose as many scenarios as possible, and then giving them an opportunity or creating opportunities for everybody to have a something similar to their scenario. And then as you go through it, you kind of get educated on what would Kevin do in these various, different, probably 60 different scenarios or so. Anyway, Goldman Sachs, oh my gosh. Okay, an 8% decline in Goldman Sachs. That is incredible. So it was down about 3 to 4% in the pre-market, but 8% on a bank. What this really shows is it shows that you've got a lot of fear that is now broad-based, that there is no safety in this market. That's really what you've got here. I'm 100 years old. Should I put the rest of my savings into Piton with a YOLO? No, Dell computers for you, Steve. Wow, it's wild. So a tiny little bit of spark of green coming out of Goldman Sachs here, but 8.3% down on Goldman. That just, again, shows broad-based fear now. It's no longer tech, folks. It's everything. Gap down 6.4%. Lucid, Robinhood, Rivian down more. The pain just continues. Monday.com, Palantir, EXPI, all of them down now 3 to 4%. I think I jinxed it. I shouldn't have said that the market was only down 2 to 3%. Not that bad. No. The market has now started catching up. It is going to be that bad. Where's Coinbase? 222. Wow, getting back to lows here. SoFi. Wow. These are some incredible numbers here. Incredibly low numbers. Again, a year old of numbers here. And there's Neo again. Still holding on to 30, though. We're way past a lot of the floors. It's so wild. For a while there, we were, what was it, about a month ago? Yeah, about a month ago, 2 days ago. Yeah, today's the 18th. So a month ago, on December 16th, folks, we were starting to identify some floors. But the market just kept going. Gotten really, really bad. And the floors that we had, the temporary floors we had drawn were $40 on Lemonade. The thing is at $34 now. DocuSign was $140. The thing's sitting at $126 right now. Oh my gosh. So Lemonade got killed. DocuSign got killed. SoFi had a floor of 14, and these were actual bounces during the pain in December, not just numbers we pulled out of our butt. And SoFi is now at $12.74. Beyond Meat was a $62 to $65 floor. It's still within that floor range, so that one survived. Cloudflare was $129. The thing's like $98 now. $96. Oh, I'm sorry. Enphase totally fell off this cliff. $180, sitting at $139 right now. Robinhood, oh my gosh, almost laughable at this point. $18 for Robinhood. The thing's almost at going to break $14 at $14.58. A little bit of a rebound, by the way, on the candlesticks based on what we can see here. 21 to 22 on Matterport. Hey, Matterport is actually up 1.72%, but it's still at 13.57, so that one got smoked. Piton never wrote down a floor on this, but $30. So it just kept falling. Carnival Cruise Line's $18. That one's still above. PayPal $180. I know it's below that. Oh, but not by much. $178. We'll actually leave that one. Affirm. Oh yeah, forget about Affirm. $192 down to like $67. That's dead. Toast, T-O-S-T, had it written at temporary floor at 30. Way past that. Holy smokes. $24. DraftKings, $26. DraftKings, DKNG. Oh my gosh, $22. Smoked right past that too. Zoom, $175. And it's at $158. Wow. Wow. Woo! Somebody says if Nancy's holding, so am I. Yeah, that's great. Wow. OMG. Anyone else buy Rivian puts at 115 or higher? Yeah, good for you. I love that. In retrospective time, everything is temporary, even floors. Yeah, no kidding. I do love what it looks like, a little bit of a rebound here, folks. A little bit of a pain rebound. Yeah, look at that. Tesla was down about 2.25. SPY was down about 1.5. SPY's still uncertain which way to go here. QQQ seems to be the one that's rebounding. Yeah. Arrival, little rebound. Hood, a little bit of a rebound. Lucid, a little bit of a rebound. Let's see. Arcimoto's at $7. Ooh. Cardano selling off more, down 9.6 right now. AMC down 6%. Baba recovering, still down 3 though. Trade Desk down 2.5. Palantir 2.5. Nvidia 2.5. Affirm 2 1/3. Enphase 2 and a bit. Neo 2. Okay, little bit of sanity left in the market to buy the dip. That's good. Is anything actually still going up? DWAC. You got to give it to DWAC. $75. It's not bad. DWAC's held on. Not from its tops, but still. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Oopsies. There we go. All right. So let's see here. How are those bonds moving? CNBC. Okay. Yeah. Indices, bad. Bonds really stuck at about 1.83 right now on the 10. Let's look, though, at the 2-year, because I think the 2-year finally broke 1%. Oh, my gosh, it did. Yeah. Look at this, folks. This was one that was really stuck at about 0.9 for a few days. And boom. Is the drop transitory? Yes. There it is. How's Nancy's pie doing? Yeah. It's rebounding a little bit this morning. Ay. Yeah. You know, the Matterport lockup was only 17%, so it's a little surprising that there was so much pain that came to Matterport for a 17% sell, assuming even everybody wanted to sell. But I suppose as the market's rotating down, everything goes to the pain. Look at that. Voyager Digital down at $9.25. Some of these prices, they just seem remarkable. Yeah. Golly. All right. Depending on obviously how long this goes, this sort of pain, there's a lot of thought about limiting shorter term calls. Shorter term calls are going to get mostly wrecked in this sort of pain. A lot of people, though, making bets on end of 2022 calls, beginning of 2023 calls. So September to January, lots of calls. good buy the dip kind of calls. It's the 1 to 2 monthers. Those are getting wrecked. Certainly the weeklies right now. Unless you're getting weekly puts. My gosh, that's probably where the tendies are right now, just weekly puts. But the question always is, how long does that last? It always seems like, I see this in the comments all the time. It's like, oh, as soon as I buy my first put, it rotates, everything goes back up. It's just sometimes classic how timing the market is. I saw something funny yesterday. It was I've always said with options, sometimes that's something that's frustrating with options is you have to time the market twice, right? You have to time your entry and your exit. Somebody mentioned something funny about timing the market with shares. They're like, but with shares, you have to time the market 3 times. You have to, if you're going to sell because the market's falling, you have to time when to sell, what to do with the money in the meantime. So time that, because unless you're just going to leave that in cash, and then time when you're going to rebuy. It was kind of an interesting perspective, sort of the triple threat. Yeah, can be kind of fun. So, golly. All right, pain continues. So, what else do we have? What on the news front? Let's go explore a little bit. Hold on, let me try. Safari. Yeah, here we go. Okay, let's see what news we have. Oh, never mind. Oh, there we go. Okay, Wall Street Journal. What do we got over here? Texas and Arizona have recovered all the jobs lost when COVID hit. Wow. Goldman Sachs sees profit drop 13%. Giant stock swings kick off 2022. Yeah, you don't say. Oil prices reach 7-year high on geopolitical tensions. Palo Alto schools stay open thanks to parent volunteers. Parent volunteers in Palo Alto. Okay. Houthis fired a barrage of drones and missiles. Ugh. That's just no good. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Chamath didn't make such positive comments on his podcast over with the Uyghurs. You haven't seen that. Essentially, the drama is that he said it's caring about the Uyghurs is below his level of what he pays attention to in the news. That's not going to be something that ages too well. He had some good opportunities to try to soften that blow too, but didn't take any of them. Oh well. So look at this one. 3 reasons the red hot housing market could. Oh, it's a video. But those increases are expected to slow in 2022 due to a number of factors. I don't really want to watch a video right now. Oh well, I'll watch it at a different time. Certainly rates. Rates would definitely be a headwind. We've already seen mortgage rates pop a little bit. Although the question is, how much longer are those going to pop? I'll pull those up really quick. Get the Zillow mortgage calculator. Let's see if I can pull that out. Yeah, there we go. Take a look at it on the 1 year. So if I pull up the 1 year by pressing these buttons, there we go. There's your 1 year on mortgage rates sitting at 3.35. If we go to the 1 month, or even the 3 month, we do see a little bit of an inflection down from that peak of about 3.5. Now, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage seems to follow the 10-year treasury a lot. But not a guaranteed like for like there. Okay, how about Financial Times? What do we got over here? Let's try them. Financial Times. So, U.S. Treasuries price in 4 rate hikes. The Fed's only told us 3, so maybe there's potential for some good news. Unless, of course, they go for the 4, and it just creates more bad news. It's also possible. All right, let's go back to the sticks here. See what's left. Housing's gonna crash. Oh no. The only safe haven in my portfolio is housing. Don't say that. No, that's okay. Finally, we buy the dip opportunities in real estate. It's been long enough. Long enough. Wow, look at this. DWAC 9%, folks. Roblox actually up now 1.5-ish% here. Actually, a lot of things have turned green. We were at only about 1 page of green. And looks like now we're at two and a bit pages of green here. So some of the pain seems to be finding an outlet here. Let's go see Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's only down by about 0.5% right now. That's a pretty big recovery from that about 2.5% that we saw at the open. Robinhood slowly recovering, still down 3.8%. Affirm, slight recovery here as well. Lemonade kind of still at the bottom, just under 34. Backed Holdings. Wow, this thing was such a meme for such a period of time. It's almost at $5. Oh, Lucid down 4%. Nvidia, Trade Desk. Keep hitting Solana here. There we go. A little recovery there in Palantir. Small recovery, Trade Desk. Nvidia 261. Not bad. Not a bad place to enter. Same with Enphase, Neo, ARX. ARX still down 1.8. Also recovering though. Corsair. Corsair has trouble going under $20. You zoom out to this thing. It's really been sitting at that $20 line for a while here. I think I drew this line, by the way, as a potential breakout line to test when is it time to go in. Anyhow, Roku is actually green. Golly, that one got smoked. Matterport. Yep. Ouch. Tattooed Chef 14. Anyway. Somebody here says, regarding 5G affecting aircrafts, it affects radar altimeters. Special kind of altimeter that is used for low visibility approaches and auto land. So it is like autopilot. Interesting. Okay. So it has to do with low visibility approaches. So this is like when you do the instrument flight rules, IFR approach, and you get the basically the you pick up the signal from the airport that then auto lands for you. But only the larger airports have this. Like the smaller airports don't have the auto lands. That's cool. Oh, you just bought Enphase after watching me talk about it for a year. Well, I think you're getting in at a great price. You know, I feel like this is where you just have to be the stock salesperson. You know, hey, we got the biggest sale. Everybody, come on in. We got the biggest sale over here. We got Enphase at 140. We got Peloton at under 30. Don't get the bike, get the stock, okay? You can get AMC for under $20. Arrival, you can arrive for only $6.37. Tesla's still going to cost you a pretty penny. Tesla's still going to cost you over a buckaroonie. But if you want to buy now, pay later, you can get that for a low price of $66 here. And stay away from the rob of the hood because they'll still keep taking your money. But if you really wanted to get in, it only cost you $14.72 here. Google's been coming, slowly releasing the sale at $2,700, but still got a little bit of price, a little kick in that one left. Oh my gosh! Get our low price guarantee. It'll only go more next week. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Yeah. Jeez. Oh, let me tell you about my friend Kathy. Oh dear. Yeah. Jeez. Wow. Okay. I think that's that. We got to end it on the sale there note. All right, I'll see y'all later in the Course Member Live. I gotta go.